Welcome to episode 25, everybody. We are here at the 25th episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you to our sponsors, Beckett Media and Southern Hobby Supply. Awesome show for the 25th episode today, guys. We're going to be talking to Drew Herndon from Lemme Get That Podagraph, and we have a ton of fun. Also, a very awesome product rip review, including some Prism football, and some of the kids' hobby squad members have some messages for you. So let's get to it and let's have a blast. It's time now for Hobby Week 1, 2, 3. Right, I tell you guys 3 things I think you need to know in the hobby. Number 1, Topps Project 2020 has come to an end. The Mike Trout by Mr. Cartoon was the 400th and final card. This was a really cool thing that Topps did all year. Showed some really awesome throwback artwork to make some cards look so like 2020 when they were made a long time ago. So that's number 1. Number 2, Panini Eminence Basketball is coming out. And oh my goodness, guys. On Panini's site, Dutch auction starting at $50,000, going down to $20,000 or before it sells out. Stuff is crazy. This is like transcendent level. You get 9 autos, 10 total cards, and all cards are 10 or less on-card autos. Guys, watch some breaks on YouTube because this stuff is going to be crazy. And number 3, Topps Heritage High Numbers is out, and this is an awesome set. It's kind of similar to Topps Series 2 with Luis Robert being that big chase. It's going to be a lot of fun to chase him in the Heritage cards. So make sure you guys try to find some at your Target or your LCS. You get 1 auto or jersey card per box. It's a lot of fun. Nice throwback product chasing Lou Bob. And that's it for Hobby Week 1, 2, 3. Everyone, please welcome now to Hobby Life from Lemme Get That Podagraph, Drew Herndon. What's up, Drew?
What's going on, buddy? How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right, man. Happy New Year. Hope your Christmas was good.
Yeah, it was. How was your Christmas?
It was good, man. It was good. Lots of fun stuff. Jude, I think the coolest thing was Jude getting excited over a blaster box of cards he got. So that was a proud dad moment. But good Christmas.
Yeah, New Year's coming. It's 2021. It's crazy. Can't believe it.
I know, dude. I think that's probably a good thing. Like the way 2020 went, from pretty much 3 months in all the way to the very last day. I think it's a good thing to change that calendar to 2021. I mean, It doesn't change much, but at least no more looking at 2020, because a lot of interesting stuff, at least in the world, but from the hobby, hey, the hobby did amazing.
Yeah, yeah, the hobby definitely boomed, but yeah, the world was a crazy year. So. Yeah. Can you tell the viewers how you got into the hobby? Let's just start at basic.
Sure. Oh, awesome, man. Yeah. I think I got into it. I don't know how you guys do these days, but I got into it the same way most kids back in my day. I grew up in the 90s, so I grew up really collecting during the junk era, during the height of the junk era. I remember the Griffey Chase. I was really little when the Griffey Chase started, but through all of that, the first rendition of Finest, the first rendition of all the chromes, that's when I was like a really heavy collector. But I was a skateboarding kid that wanted to be a musician, that was hanging out I mean, back then you could actually hang out at local areas and not get kicked out and get in trouble. And, we'd hang out and we had a cool little local LCS, and we would eventually, I think, all gravitate towards it as we started playing sports. Back then, getting your picture on a card like it was your own trading card was huge with youth sports. So, we always loved that. I think that probably drew me into it. But yeah, I mean, it was me going to the local card shop, busting a whole bunch of hockey, and chasing Patrick Waugh and Avalanche players, and whoever at the time was the hot basketball guy, or Tim Hardaway, my favorite player, but it was a lot different collecting than it was back then. But I got into it just, doing stuff with my dad. My dad would take me to card shows, and other than that, just really the local card shop and all of us local kids looking for something fun to do.
For sure. And that's a pretty interesting time to start on with all the Chrome stuff starting, the original finest
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy. Some of
Oh
those.
yeah, I can remember the first set. Like when I was a big hockey collector, and so hockey back then they had Pacific and a couple other companies that were doing some real interesting stuff, putting coins in cards, like these really unique sets and all this really odd and different stuff. But then you had Be a Player, which came out with their set, which was, I mean, it was on card autographs everywhere. The whole set has an autograph variation of it. And so, I remember the first autograph. Wasn't there really for the first relic? I kind of took a took a took some time off when I was in college doing some other work. But yeah, seeing those first autos come along, seeing a lot of the, like you said, the first Chrome. I can remember the biggest debate me and my friends would ever have was, do we peel that sticker? Like, because they put the big peel or remove sticker
Yeah.
on all the Chrome cards. And so we're like, do we peel it? And we're like, because the card looks ugly without it. And we bought it because we want to look at it. I don't care what it's worth. I want to see it. And you look at it today and it's like, no, don't peel it. Don't
Yeah.
peel it. But it was just a different time. But yeah, it was definitely fun seeing all of the advances in card technology. And it's a parallel of what we see today, I think, with a lot of experimentation going on in the hobby.
For sure. So your podcast, Let Me Get That Podagraph. How did you start that? Where did the idea come from? And it's grown to a huge thing. So how did it start?
Oh man, let me get that autograph started. I was a Carolina. I was a journalism major in college. I've done a lot of different types of content, but I'd never done a podcast. And we started. It's almost 4 years now. So 4 years ago, podcasts weren't really that big of a thing, but I've always been really heavily involved in SEO marketing and online marketing. I mean, that's really my background. So I've been listening to podcasts for a while back then, and I saw, I was back in the hobby big time, and I saw that I was just like, I want to talk about this stuff. Like, I had fully invested into the hobby. I was obsessed. I was right back into it, probably not even 6 months into really heavily collecting again. And I was just learning every single thing I could about it. Like, if there was an article to read, whether it be from the 80s, 90s, from the time I stopped collecting to that day, I wanted to know about it. And I put up a random post in the room, just asking if anyone would be interested in, maybe doing something. And I ended up getting a response from a friend of mine who actually ended up living about 45 minutes from my house. And so it ended up working out perfectly. And Stu and I ended up talking, meeting up, and we started doing the show. And it snowballed from there. I mean, it's funny to look back at if you listen to those first year episodes, you'll see there's like a topic of the day. We would have to be sitting there like, what are we going to talk about today? Are we going to discuss like the difference in redemptions or the different grading companies? There wasn't news. There wasn't news every week. But nowadays you look at it and you see the content, and I mean, it's CNBC for sports cards, man. I mean, it's a daily thing with breaking news left and right. But yeah, it just started with me really wanting to take my media background and everything that I'd done and go in and test out the podcast waters. But we'd always envisioned starting it as a podcast, but offshooting it and growing it into a multimedia platform where it be video, audio, everything, in-person stuff. We want it to be, or we did, and I still do want it to be a entire, unique user experience that hopefully a lot of people enjoy and, have some fun with and learn something too.
Yeah, for sure. Very awesome. So me and you are both co-hosts on Hobby Hotline. Yep. So can you tell us about how that all kind of started originally?
Yeah, that was actually, I got to give a big shout out. Everyone knows Go GCS Live, the wonderful Rob Bertrand and Ivan, great guys in the hobby. 2 years ago, I guess now at the National, me and Rob were walking around together, and he actually scared me when I was taking a picture of myself on the main stage screen just so I could prove that I was on there. He was standing right behind me. I turned around, and he just right in my face. And, just terrified me. And we start this conversation, and we're talking, and we're like, man, the content hadn't blown up 2 years ago, quite nothing like it is now.
Mhm.
I mean, you had stuff going on and other people did, but I mean, you remember 2 years ago, it was not the content landscape it was today. And so we kind of started talking, and we were like, it would be a lot of fun. I was like, we all get along. Like the year before, we had the podcasters roundtable that Beckett hosted on the main stage, and it was a bunch of the podcasts in the industry, which we were honored a year in to even be on that stage. But we were talking, and we were talking about my main stage slot that year, and we were saying, it would be a lot of fun to get all the guys together, some guys that truly get along and are good friends. And I mean, John and I have spun off shows. I've got some announcements here soon, coming in a couple of days, a lot of new shows with a lot of new people. And we were all kind of collaborating and all wanting to collaborate and do more content. And we were like, there really needs to be that call-in show, but we don't think it would work with one host, and we don't think it would work with the same people all the time. Mm-hmm. We wanted it to be something where we figured if we change the host up all the time, then the viewer really feels part of the show because they don't know who's necessarily going to be there. It's changing all the time. There's different opinions. And so then it came down to just, talking to everybody. And like I said, we're all in the same content. I mean, your show, my show, every single person on there has a show. Technically, we're quote unquote competitors, but in this industry, it's a friendly competition with true bonds. And I think the hobby needs that. And I think, the proof's in the pudding, and Hobby Hotline's getting stronger by the week.
Yeah, everybody, if you haven't checked it out already, 10 Central Time at 11 Eastern on Saturdays. Make sure you guys go check it out. Get in a live chat. Call in if you want to talk about something. Have some fun. All right, Drew. Yeah. Let's talk about your PC. What's your favorite stuff to collect? I know you said you collect a lot of hockey. I know you love football. So what's your favorite stuff?
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, with cards, I have a very unique collection. I am a Bryce Williams super collector. And every single person that's watching this and that will watch this will say who, and you can go eBay him. Go look at him on eBay. He was a tight end out of East Carolina, where I went to school, and I just so happen to know him. And he's been on my show. He's been on Lemme Get That Podagraph. We've become good friends from him finding out that I was collecting his stuff. Mm-hmm. He actually took his game used shoes from the Senior Bowl and sent them to me, but took them from his mom's mantle and signed them to me and sent them to me because he said that I'd actually care about him and she didn't care about him. And so I have a huge Bryce Williams collection. I have I'm down to every one of one except for 3 that I've never seen before. Now granted, he didn't have a ton, being, he wasn't one of those guys that had 800 releases. He had probably 7 or 8 different products, which still amounts to about 51 101s and stuff, these days. But I collect all Bryce Williams rainbows, Carolina Panthers memorabilia, old school stuff. I'm really big into game use cleats, game use gloves. Like I love my John Beeson game use cleats. I've got a Julius Peppers game use gloves that are all very important. I've got a really special one. It's a D'Angelo Williams breast cancer awareness glove set. And although D'Angelo left the Panthers on bad terms, people that don't know, he has a very strong connection as he lost his mom to breast cancer. So those always meant a lot to him. To be able to have those in my set means a little bit more being a Panther guy. But Panthers and East Carolina Pirates for football, and then basketball. Basketball, I don't collect too much modern basketball. That's more of the stuff that I like to be in the hobby for moving and flipping and for just entertainment and having fun. I still like to collect my old school guys. I'm a big Tim Hardaway, Glenn Rice, the old school Hornets and Heat games that I grew up going to because my parents lived 10 minutes from both stadiums, so I grew up going to both games. The Larry Johnsons, Alonzo Mournings, people like that. I collect a lot of their stuff. I'm big into Allen Iverson rookies, stuff like that, and then big on memorabilia. A lot of memorabilia, Patrick Waugh autograph sticks, just some of the big highlights. But nothing too crazy. The most ambitious would probably be the Bryce Williams collection, which has been quite the pain to collect, despite even being a common player.
For sure, there's a lot of one-on-ones. Even James wasn't in that many products. So, told us all your stuff. What is your holy grail? What is it?
Ooh, okay. There's a couple of them out there. They in a couple of different sets, but my holy grail would probably be, and I don't have a specific one that I would want the most. So I'm just going to name what the type of card would be. Would be a triple. I was actually asked this question last night at dinner. It would be a triple auto of Patrick Waugh, Peter Forsberg, and Joe Sakic. All on card, no stickers, none of that stuff. I don't care if it has a swatch on it, nothing. Just got to have the Avs logos and those autographs on it. You give me those three guys on a card, that's holy grail for me, man.
I like it. Mine's got to be Roberto Clemente rookie card. One day.
Very nice.
Very
nice. Now, see, the Bill Russell rookie card was one of mine, but then this year happened, and so I'll never own one. So we just ignore them.
All right. So it's time now to play one of my favorite games I play on the show, and it's called Hold, Sell, Buy. So I'm going to give you some basketball and football. You tell me, you're going to hold them, you're going to buy them, or you're going to sell them. Pretty simple,
sure.
Right?
Let's do it.
With some basketball. Ja Morant just got injured up to 5 weeks potentially. Pretty crazy. What would you do?
Bye. In sync it all day long, buddy. Like bye. I mean, it's especially if they go down. Yeah. If they go down, it's a no-brainer, guys. It's a sprained ankle. I'm going to give you a little hint on something. People have sprained ankles before. It doesn't make you injury prone. It's a sprained ankle. He's going to be fine. Any drop, you buy that man all day long.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Kind of gets a little buried under Zion, but I mean Zion's good too. But I like Ja a lot. All right, like old school basketball. How about a guy that I think is pretty underpriced? Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq.
Oh yeah, I actually have been buying up a ton of Shaq this year. Actually had one of his. I sold this year one of the rarest Shaq cards in existence. His credentials out of 30. Shaq is a major buy. You're getting into an era and time now where pop culture matters and Instagram followers matter. Stuff like that. Stuff outside of you dribbling a basketball and shooting matters. Him being on TV, in movies, all this stuff, but commercials, game shows, everything, it's going to matter. Shaquille O'Neal stuff, way undervalued because he was in the middle of that. He's kind of like the Ken Griffey of basketball junk era rookies.
Yeah.
But there are things out there that are some amazing buys. So Shaq's a buy for me.
I would definitely agree with that. He was a really good player. I say he's top 10. I mean, some people probably don't agree with that, but top 10.
There's probably not 10 people that change the game of basketball. Shaq's one of them.
Yeah, I
watched him do it as a high schooler. I mean, as a middle schooler growing up playing basketball, I watched him change it. It was amazing.
For sure. He showed you that you can airball free throws, but you could still be a superstar in the NBA.
Exactly.
All right. Time to dive into some football. And this one I think is pretty interesting. Drew Brees, who, since he's came back with the Saints, has kind of been struggling after breaking his ribs, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he might be towards the end of his career. So I think it's a pretty interesting one.
Drew Brees, to me, that's a tough one, Brody. Good question. because Drew Brees, in my opinion, is undervalued. But at the same time, I don't see him having a significant rise anytime soon.
Right.
His significant rise is going to be post-retirement. It's going to be Hall of Fame type stuff. It's going to be down the line when people like Brady and people and Mannings of the world are in the Hall of Fame, and he's looked at and his records are compared against those guys, and these young guys are coming up to break his records. That's when I see his stuff really going up. You can get Drew Brees stuff for incredible prices compared to where I think other stuff is. I mean, depending on the card, I'd say he's a buy, but I'd say be cautious because I definitely wouldn't sell. But it could be one of those hold and buy a little later down the line, because I think unless you need it right now, when he retires, they're going to go down. When he before he retires, they're going to go down some. So when you see him take that dip, that's the time to buy. But definitely, he's a long-term hold in my eyes, because even though being a Panther fan, it really hurts me to say this, he's an amazing quarterback. I mean, he was just incredible. I saw him at least
about Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him at least twice a year, every single year of his career, and once at home every single year I was there. So, I mean, I've seen that man a million times. He's one of the best of his generation, just unfortunately played with the greatest of all time. You know, I mean, he's kind of like Patrick Ewing next to Michael Jordan. You know, it's when you're playing with Brady, you're always going to be second fiddle.
Right. Well, yeah, and we got to see if this is his last year, if he's going to come back. Should be interesting too.
I hope he calls it quits, selfishly for my Panthers, for me and the Panthers, but also because he's looked rough, and I don't want to see him go out. Like I'd rather see him burn out than fade away. We'll put it that way.
Well, I think the Saints got a chance to make a deep run. We'll see.
They do.
They got a lot of talent. Kamara is like scoring 6 touchdowns a game, so who knows? Who cares what Drew Brees does? All right.
I know.
Going to the AFC and a team that have choked the most horrible game I've seen in like 8 years. Running back for Las Vegas Raiders, Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
That was they choked that game, man. That was horrible.
Yeah. No. It's absolutely absurd. But it's par for the course with that team and that group of competent ownership and management they got up there. But sell. And for one reason, he's a running back. I love Josh Jacobs. I think he's one of the best in the league. I think he's top 5 in the league right now. On some weeks, he's the best in the league by far. He's a running back. He's hit his ceiling. This offseason, it's going to come down. He's going to flatten out. And then he's going to have small spikes when he has a 200-yard game. And it's going to come right back down to that flatten out point. So Josh Jacobs, at this moment, wait till the season's over. I mean, it's week 17, season be over. If by some miracle, if they can even still make it, but if by some miracle they ended up playing into January, you know, maybe he goes up a little bit and you can get something. But other than that, he'll be dropping fast, and I don't see him going back up. So he's a sell for me.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he's a great player. But I was looking at eBay, and I'm looking at like McCaffrey rookies and Kamara rookies. I'm like, these things are dirt cheap. How? They're so good, but running backs don't sell like QBs.
Nope.
All right, speaking of QBs, let's go to a pretty interesting one. MVP 1 year ago, had an interesting year this year. Lamar Jackson had a weird year, to say the least.
Yeah. I'm a hold on Lamar Jackson. I'm a hold. I wouldn't be selling anything, and I don't know if I would necessarily be buying anything. He would have to show me something very, very, very soon for me to change my opinion into buy. Because I always look at, and I talked about on Roughing the Passer, 3 years is what I want to see in football. First year means nothing to me because nobody has film on you. You give these offensive coordinators paid millions of dollars to literally sit there and watch you for an entire week. That's a big difference. And you see it all the time. You see quarterbacks have a great rookie year, flame out a second year. third year is when they get to make those adjustments, and that's what I like to see. That's where I think any pro in any sport, that's when they fully utilize their talent. Lamar, he's a hold for me right now. I can't recommend people buying him because his prices are so high, but I can't recommend selling him because his prices are so high. But if he does turn into the old Lamar Jackson and decide to go on some crazy playoff run, maybe he just doesn't care right now. Says we'll get in the playoffs and then we'll beat whoever. I don't know his mindset. They're 13-2 odds to win the AFC. So I mean, they've got great odds to win, and they're not even guaranteed to make it even into the playoffs. So I mean, they're giving you Lamar as Lamar's that reason. So to me, he's got to be a hold right now. Yeah, I can't recommend buying him, but I can't recommend selling him either.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It's just prices are
Freeze!
crazy.
It is time for Interrupting Game Show!
Why is this always happening?
Now's the part of the show where we play a game for absolutely no reason. The points mean nothing, but someone in the live chat will win a prize. Drew, are you up for the challenge?
Always. Let's do it.
I do not believe that answer, Drew. We're going to have to do much better than that. Are you up for the challenge?
Let's do it.
All right. Brody has got a series of trivia questions for you. You must answer quickly. And if you score 45,000 million points, someone in the live chat will win a Brody surprise pack.
Very nice.
Are you ready?
Very nice.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Brody, are you ready?
Yeah, hopefully.
3, 2, 1, begin.
All right, question number 1. In 2012, oh, by the way, before we start, this is multiple choice, so I'm going to give you 4 options at the end.
Okay, good.
Let you that know, because some of these questions, like if you didn't have multiple choice, like, I
You
know.
said 2012, I got scared. Let's go.
2012. Yeah. In 2012, whose 60-yard field goal for the Rams was the longest by rookie in league history? Jake Elliott, Greg Zuerlein, Matt Prater, or Dan Bailey?
Oh my God, Dan Bailey.
And that is incorrect. It was Greg.
Yeah,
Zuerlein.
Greg Prater. Oh, Greg Zuerlein. Wow. Okay. Yeah, good call. Yeah, Prater went to Dallas. That's right. Well, yeah. There we go. That's sad. Not be missing that. All right, next question, buddy.
In 2002, what head coach inherited a 1-win team from the previous season and then reached the Super Bowl in the 2003 season? Mike Martz, Joe Gruden, John Fox, or Brian Belichick?
Oh, come on, man. You really think I'm missing this? You see the hat that's on my head? John Fox, baby, and the Carolina Panthers. We should have won that Super Bowl. Thank you, John Casey. I hate you. But, come on, man. You know I'm getting out.
Well, John Fox, the legendary Bears coach. Oh, man. I remember at the end of the year, we took there were Fire Fox signs at the stadiums, and you hold them up.
There's no man that has ever run a draw on 3rd and 11 more than John Fox. It was the most predictable. If it was 3rd and 11, it didn't matter the team. If it was Peyton Manning, Jake Delhomme, whoever, let's run a draw. Good old John Fox.
Then you get 4th and inches and we punt. It was so annoying.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Yeah.
Brody, you must ask the next question in your best Santa's elf voice. And Drew, you must answer as Santa.
Okay.
Begin.
So, I don't know how to talk as an elf. Is that possible?
Try talking something like this.
Okay, in 2017, who became the first NFL player since 1965 to have a rushing, receiving, passing, and return touchdown as a rookie? Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Chris Godwin, or Tariq Cohen?
What year was that, young man?
2017.
2017. That would be Tariq Cohen.
Correct. I saw his punt return touchdown, the one where he ran backwards.
Same here. That's how I remembered it.
We were all like, why is he running backwards 15 yards? Touchdown. It was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
All right. With the 111 receptions in the 2018 season, Devontae Adams fell one catch short of the Packers' single-season record held by who? Antonio Freeman, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, or Sterling Sharp?
Oh God.
This was a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, no, I know, and it's not the obvious answer. Can you give me the four questions again? The four answers?
Antonio Freeman, Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, and Sterling Sharp.
Sterling Sharp.
Yep, correct. She was doing pretty good here. All right. Who holds the WS distinction? I think I said that right. I might not have said that right. Of throwing a Super Bowl record 5 interception, a Super Bowl loss to the Buccaneers. Kurt Warner, Gary Collins, Brett Favre, Rich Gannon.
Super Bowl loss to Rich Gannon.
Yep, correct.
Yeah. Good old Gruden playing his old team that he built.
Freeze, challenge question. Drew must now give us a funny face and hold it until he answers. Begin.
Veteran NFL quarterback Aqib Talib was MVP of the 2008 Orange Bowl playing for what school? Kansas, Boise State, Virginia Tech, Michigan State.
Michigan State.
It was at Kansas.
No clue.
Yeah, some of these were pretty hard. I got this
Yeah.
game, and I got some questions there.
You got me on that one.
I played my dad the other day, and he beat me so bad. It was, oh, man. And for 5 trillion gazillion points, I mean, pretty much just infinite. What kid collector with cool hair is your favorite? A, Brody the Kid. B, Brody the Kid. C, Dr. Beckett. D, Brody the Kid.
I'm going to have to go with, it's a toss-up. C is pretty wonderful, but I'm going to go with A, Brody the Kid.
Correct. Somebody in the chat winning a prize back.
There we go.
I have tallied the points, and Brody, you are correct. Someone in the live chat is going to win a prize pack because Drew is so smart at NFL trivia. And just to make it a special day, we're going to add a bonus pack right now for anybody who posts a star emoji. Go.
All right. So I think that's over with, hopefully at least. All right. So before we go, can you tell us your social medias and all your podcasts so everybody can find you?
Yeah, absolutely, man. The big one being Let Me Get That Podagraph. You can find us on all podcast platforms. Social media is normally LGTP podcast, or just type in Podagraph. It normally shows up. Pretty easy to follow. We're very active on all those. Like I said, also Hobby Hotline with you, Dr. Beckett, everyone else, John and everybody. We've got Roughing the Passer. Our weekly football show, which is Sundays at 9:30 Eastern. It's a live show, just like Hobby Hotline, where you can call in and talk football. And we've got new episodes. We got a huge episode coming out actually right in the next day or so. Some pretty big announcements coming up. But yeah, you can find all 100 and some episodes of Let Me Get That Podagraph and all the new stuff pretty much on any major podcast platform.
Awesome. And before we go, Super Bowl predictions. Who's in it? Who's winning? What's the score?
Oh, all right. Okay. Super Bowl prediction based off of this weekend, I'd have to say I'm taking the Chiefs in the AFC because I think they can turn it on when they want to, and I think they've been bored for a couple months. And then in the NFC, that's a tough one that I've struggled with for a while, but I'm actually going to have to go with a team that I really don't like picking, but it's the Packers. And I think we're going to have a Packers versus Chiefs Super Bowl. And honestly, I'm going to call it on this show just so I hope it happens. I'm going to call the Packers winning the Super Bowl and Aaron Rodgers hopefully walking off in the sunset so I don't have to watch him play football anymore. Score 32-28. There you go.
That would be so amazing. Jordan,
if I could never watch him again, I will take him winning a Super Bowl if it means I can never watch him play football again.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
We'll go
my
there.
predictions. I'm going to go with the Chiefs too. Like you said, I mean, Mahomes is just bored. They're 14-1. Their only loss was to the Raiders like 2 months ago. I'm going to go Chiefs. and the Bears. Their defense is on. The offense is playing great.
Yeah.
Not
Running
clicking
game.
playoffs yet, but my Bears are going to clutch up. Mitchell Trubisky is going to show his true Patrick Mahomes-ness and why they should have drafted him before Mahomes. And the Bears beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and the last winning Hail Mary touchdown by Trubisky went 23-17. The Bears.
I like that. Hey, you guys got a running game now too. So
Yeah, Montgomery's playing
that's
awesome. And then,
huge.
instead of Rodgers winning a Super Bowl, he can sit there crying, being like, "Oh."
There you go. Hey, either way, I'm happy. As long as he's sad, I'm good.
Yeah.
So.
Or he's gone.
Yeah, sad or gone. There you go.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Drew, for coming on. It means a lot, and I had a lot of fun today.
Absolutely, man. Thanks so much for having me on, buddy.
All right. As I'm always saying, peace out.
Peace.
I hope you guys all had great holidays, and I want to talk to some of the kids from the Kids Hobby Squad to see how their holidays went, and they are going to show you their favorite card they got and the product they are most looking forward to in 2021. So let's see them.
Brody, it's Jordan from the Kids Hobby Squad, and my favorite card is Tyrese Maxey Green Pulsar, number 25, and I'm most excited to see Prism Basketball, and I'll see you next year.
Hey Brody, it's Josh from the Kids Hobby Squad, and one card that I enjoyed that I got over the holidays is this Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram double vision, 1 out of 10 Zion jersey number. I pulled it from one Illusions Hobby Pack, which is great. And one product I am looking forward to opening in 2021 is 2020-21 Prism Basketball, so I can collect Danny Avdija because I really like him. He's from Israel. Have a good New Year. Peace.
Hey Brody, it's your boy Cruz from the Kids Hobby Squad. Merry Christmas to everybody, and I hope you had a great Christmas and got some really cool cards. I know I did. I'm super excited that I got to add this Kyler Murray Gold number to 10 Select BGS 85 Rookie die cut to my collection. I love this card. I love the golds. I love that it's graded. I love it's low numbered. I love this card. And I am really excited for Revolution 2020-21 basketball next year. It's going to be an awesome product because I love the set Revolution in general. The cards look really, really nice, and I love the Galactics. I think the cards are just so cool. So, yeah, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you have a great 2021. I'll see you soon. And it's your boy Cruz, Cruz's Card Shop on Instagram and YouTube. Thank you so much for having me on, Brody. Peace out.
Thanks, guys. It looks like you guys got a lot of awesome cards. Here is my favorite card that I got, a Bryce Harper 3 of 5 autograph from Topps Brooklyn Collection. And the set I am most looking forward to in 2021 is Topps Series 1. I cannot wait to chase Nick Madrigal rookies. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, everybody. Let's start 2021 off with a bang. Everybody, it's time now for product rip review, and we have a very fun one for episode 25. All right, I showed you this in the beginning. We're going to be starting off with a 2020 Prism Football Hanger box. So inside of here, you get 10 cards, which is a little different. It used to be 20. You get 3 Hanger box exclusive base or rookies light blue prisms. Usually it's 2 veterans and 1 rookies from the ones I've opened before. 1 silver or green prism and 1 of the hottest NFL rookies. And usually an insert too. So it's pretty fun. Let's dive into it and see what we get. These are, I'm not sure. I think that they're 10 or 15 at your Targets or Walmarts. I mean, I got them for Christmas, so I didn't find them on the shelves. I mean, my mom did, but I don't know exactly how much they are because regular Hanger boxes are usually 10, but Prism and Optic can be kind of different. All right, so let's see what we get here. All right, we have a little cellophane pack. I want to try to open it without showing the back because the rookie's on the back. All right, there we go. All right, didn't show the back. All right, let's see what we get. My other 2 Hanger boxes weren't bad. There wasn't anything like crazy, but they were still fun. But let's see what we get. So we have a Josh Norman base. These cards are so reflective. You can see me right in the background. Josh Norman. Juju Smith-Schuster. Blake Jarwin. Here's the backs. Yeah, Prism's a really cool product. They do a great job with them. Adrian Amos Green. Nice. All right. Hey, that's a nice card. A light blue Gronk. His first Prism in a Bucks uni. So that's a nice card. Alrighty. I will take that for sure. Nice card. Alright. I wish I could tilt it down more, but the reflection on these things is just, oh man. Donald Driver, blue. Michael Warren, the second blue. There's our rookie. Go hard or go home, Zeke. These inserts are really cool. And our rookie, who is it? Chargers. Joshua Kelly. Alright, so it's not Herbert, but he's actually been playing pretty solid. He's put up some solid numbers for him, so I'll go ahead and sleeve that up. Very cool card. Oh man, why is the sleeve? I'm going to get another one because that sleeve is not being very nice. Oh yeah, Prism Hanger boxes. If you can find them at the store, definitely grab them. But, I mean, the chances are pretty low. Let's be real here. My mom got pretty lucky to find those. But secondary market, these are not going to be 10 or 15 bucks. I can guarantee you that. All right, our second product rip review box is this 2019-20 Illusions Basketball Mega Box. My mom and dad walked into a Walmart and found these. It's crazy. They found a couple. It was crazy. So you get 10 packs per box, 6 cards per pack. And you're looking for the Mega Box exclusive Sapphire and Yellow Parallels. You can also get autos. You get, I think, 2 rookies per pack. So it's a pretty fun product. They've done Illusions in football for the past year, I think 4 years. But this is the first year of Illusions basketball. They did Hobby too, but I think it was Panini Online only or something like that. Something kind of weird. Alright, we got all our packs out. So we're going to get 60 cards in this Mega Box. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we pull an auto or a nice rookie. I don't remember if the rookies are on the back. I'll see on this back. Okay, yeah, they are. So we'll flip the packs from now on because I don't want to spoil the rookie every time. Spencer Dinwiddie. Here's the design. It's pretty cool. I mean, Illusions is a nice foily product. It's cool. John Collins. These inserts are really cool in Illusions. I liked how they did them. Career Lineage, James Harden. Davis Bertans, Karis LeVert, and a rookie of Isaiah Roby. Alright, so we're gonna flip the pack because I don't want to spoil the rookie. Because that's probably gonna be your best card in the pack anyways. Unless you pull an auto or something. Siakam, Isaac. Oh, a nice numbered card of Bogdan Bogdanovic, number to 149. So I think this is our Mega Box exclusive. Here, I gotta go look at the box. Number to 149. Mega Box exclusive Yellow Parallels. So very nice. We didn't get anything different in that first pack, so I don't think we got a Sapphire. But very cool numbered card there. Lou Williams. Hey, there he is. Zion Williamson, rookie. Nice. Very cool. Nice Zion rookie. Awesome. And a Sekou rookie. That's a nice card too. He played some nice minutes there at the end of last year. He had some good playing time, then he had some kind of bad playing time. But it will be interesting to see how he turns out. Pretty much go either way, to be honest. Alright. Let's show that back card. De'Aaron Fox. Colin Sexton. Rookie Reflections. Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Drew Holiday. Alright. Nickeil, not a bad rookie. Caruso. Kawhi. And our rookie is Mfiondu Kabengele. Alright. Next pack. See what we get. Oh man, the card's kind of exploded out of that one. Yeah, sometimes it's not always easy to hide that rookie, because sometimes the pack will go exploding like that. Griffin, a Shining Stars acetate of Anthony Davis. A very cool card right there. Bam, bam, my guy. Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Hunter. So 2 solid rookies right there. Neither like, you know, Ja or Zion, but still pretty good rookies that have shown some promise. Tucker, Green. Oh, here's a Sapphire, I believe. Or maybe this isn't the Sapphire. I know it's some type of parallel. You can tell it's different. I don't know, like, which one. What is that? Oh, no, I'll look at it later. But cool looking card of PJ Tucker. MPJ, Aaron Gordon, and a rookie of Nasir Little. MPJ, man. He played really good in the bubble, and I think he's got potential to be a really good player. We'll see how he turns out, but... Alright, here we go. Paul George. Bogdan. Thomas Bryant. Parallel again. Tim Hardaway Jr. Cam Johnson rookie, alright, that's solid. And a Terrence Mann rookie. Alright, how many packs we got left? We got 4 packs left. See, come on, we got Zion. Let's get Ja, too. Maybe a T. Stiebel I would like. R.J. Barrett. Tyler Hero. Kobe White. Kendrick Nunn. If he's in it, I don't know. He might not. Oh, we have a parallel rookie of Admiral Schofield. That's nice. Alrighty. Oh my goodness. Sleeve like would not come out of my package. But there's a nice rookie. Admiral Schofield. Even if it's not the top rookie, always hold on to those parallels, I think. Because it could be very big eventually. There he is. Ja Morant. Nice card there. Alright, my sleeve got stuck again. But very beautiful Ja. And another nice card behind it. And a Darius Garland, who's been playing really well. The Cavs are scary. I mean, they've got some young talent with him. Colin Sexton. Their new draft pick, Isaac Okoro, who's got really good defense. I think they've got potential to be really good. Oh, man, I kind of just showed the back. Whoops. Klay Thompson and a Giannis clear shot. That's a very beautiful acetate card. Nice. Deladova, Torrin Prince, and our rookies Tremont Waters from LSU. One of the most common guys to pull last year. I think the most common basketball guys I'd say was probably him, Cabin Jelly, and probably Terrence Mann, maybe. Or Quindary Weatherspoon. Alfred Payton, CJ McCollum, another nice insert here. Season highlights, Damian Lillard. Luke Kennard, rookie Darius Baisley, and Luka Samanic. Those guys are pretty common too. Some people started calling him the wrong Luka. Because you really wanted, I mean, even though it was second year stuff for Luka, you'd probably prefer a Luka Doncic second year than Samanic rookie. I don't know, I have to check on him. Maybe he's playing well. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Josh Okogie, or one of those parallels of Kemba Walker. Danny Green. Jeff Teague, and our final rookie, Romeo Langford. I like that one. Indiana Hoosier. Pretty cool. So fun product rip review, everybody. Let's move on with the show, and let's keep going with an awesome episode 25. Hey, you. Psst, come over here. This is big. Psst, come over here. Next week's guest on Hobby Life is huge. Can you keep a secret? Okay, this is really important, so don't tell anybody. Episode 26 guest is... And that's it for episode 25, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning into these first 25 episodes. Thank you to all the guests that have been on the show for these first 225 episodes. Thank you to Drew Herndon for coming on this episode and having a lot of fun. Thank you to Josh and Cruz and Jordan and all the Kids Hobby Squad members for doing their videos. And thank you to our sponsors, Becky Media and Southern Hobby Supply. Remember, on social media, you can check me out on Twitter at BrodyTK, on Instagram at Brody The Kid 1, and you can read my blog, Riiip with Brody The Kid at BigWeekBreaks.com. Everybody, 25 episodes in the bag, going for 100. See you all next week. Welcome to 2021. Peace out.